Hey, that's an interesting book you got there. Where'd you get it?
Oh, I'm actually in the middle of writing this one. People have been going crazy about the changes that America has been going through. Like, did you know that according to the census that was taken recently, there are actually more people living in urban areas than rural areas for the first time in history? Crazy, right? And then, as the urban areas grew and created their own beliefs and big conflicts started to come up, like prohibition, immigration, and traditional values, I'm actually here in the city to gather some research about urban life for my book. My name is Sinclair.
I'm Will Walling. I was actually getting interested in the topic as well because of the recent increase in the black population here in the cities. Seriously, it was like every African American I knew just poured into every industrial city after the Great War created a labor shortage. I heard one of my buds talking about that. Tough luck though, after coming to see what all the craze is about, what do I see? Exclusion and discrimination in employment and segregation in schools and public accommodations.
Yikes. I guess urban life isn't that much of a step above rural life, huh?
Maybe, unless we can do something about it, of course.
Huh, maybe. Well, see you around, William.
See you around, Lewis. Hands up!
Whoa, please don't shoot. You're lucky I'm in a good mood today. Last time some idiot stumbled into my side of town spewing nonsense about upland tradition and the evils of alcohol.
Wait. Are you talking about prohibition?
What are you, the police?
No, look at the book that I dropped.
Yeah, so?
I came to the city to research the difference between urban and rural life in America. The extremely differing beliefs towards alcohol use between the urban and the rural areas in America is one subject I really wanted to incorporate into my book. Do you have anything to say about it?
Listen to ya so nicely.
All these rural Anglo-Saxon Americans went all out in trying to maintain traditional American values after they've been oh so threatened by the changing ideals that started to grow in urban areas. And one of these traditional American values was alcohol and the social ills that come from using it. The majority of the people supporting nationwide prohibition were the white Anglo-Saxons, the Protestants of rural America, who wanted to purge the nation of evilness in city life. But you know what I think? Why and most other urban dwellers, like immigrants, Catholics, Jews, and people of the lower class think? The American government is overstepping authority in trying to legislate our morality. And in the end, prohibition simply is an unjust attack against the lower classes, motivated by racial and religious prejudice.
Perfect. This is a lot of great information. Thanks, Mr.
Capone. Al Capone.
Thank you, Al Capone. What's all that commotion out there?
Beats me. My only concern is now spraying before I get caught with all this illegal alcohol. Good luck, kid.
What, you got a problem, boy?
Oh no, I just came across someone before who was studying the difference between urban and rural life, and seeing you in such a bold get-up made me remember that person.
Makes sense. Actually, being able to go outside and express myself in this way has got to be my favorite thing about living in this new urban America. Being able to show off my skin with clothes cut above the knee and cutting my hair short. I just really love that women's standards are being relaxed, especially after the 19th Amendment was passed quite recently too. Giving women a much needed step towards political equality in a man's world. I feel that in these urban areas, women get more occupational opportunities and say.
Interesting. Thinking about it now, you made me realize how I haven't thought about the changes in American society from a point of view other than race. What attracted me toward the urban areas was the industry-based economy that started to emerge in the urban areas and the economic opportunities and economic boom that happened as a result. During the war, many black Americans took factory jobs in the north and urban centers. But now that the war is over, Northerners see them as competitors for prime industrial employment. Even though more African Americans started to go to industrial cities to find work after the war, they still face discrimination in urban areas.
Wow, I guess these urban areas are bringing different changes to different people, huh?
I guess so. What's happening over there? Is there a riot?
I have no idea. I probably wouldn't stick around if I were you.
Craziness happening. Yikes. Hundreds of white hooded figures were gathered around, screaming all sorts of profanities and raiding several homes.
Hey, William!
Hey, do you have any idea what's going on here?
I can't say for sure, but based on what I've been hearing, this just sounds like a giant racist get-together.
Keep America clean! I hate human rights! Deport all aliens!
Wow. Based on what I've heard from my friends, the Ku Klux Klan started to grow in membership after some rural Americans wanted to restrain the trend of increasing diversity and immigration. They want to reimpose traditional American values as expected. They blame immigrants not just for the Great War, but for all problems in America in general. And as they're still feeling the effects of the Red Scare, they've extended their hate toward Catholics, Jews, and all foreigners in general and advocate for white supremacy.
Man, how did the KKK get so many members anyway?
Yeah, they've appealed to folks uncomfortable with the shifting nature of the U.S. from a rural agricultural society to an urban industrial nation. As people from the rural and isolated countryside, and even city dwellers who arrived from farms were shocked of the city lifestyle, the resentment of the city people, and outsiders came together in the form of the Ku Klux Klan.
Hey! You're that Wallen guy, right? Die, supporter of human rights!
No, Louis, stay with me. It's okay. I'll be all right. It's sad, isn't it? The hate that comes from people's fear of change.
Yeah, someday you and we're gonna make people realize that change happens, and people get hurt when they don't accept it.
And in the end, they were able to voice their perspectives on change. Sinclair Lewis was able to publish his book denouncing the complacency, restrictive conformity, and narrow-mindedness of small-town life, titling it Main Street and selling over 180,000 copies. William English Walling went on to become the founder of not only the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, or the NAACP, but also the Intercollegiate Socialist Society, the Women's Trade Union League, and the Social Democratic League. He helped challenge the disenfranchisement and residential segregation in urban areas and fought to make sure that no one would ever lose their life or the life of a loved one to racial violence ever again.